Hello everyone, hi, welcome to the channel of Wall Street Mojo. Watch the video till the end, and also if you are new to this channel, then you can subscribe us by clicking the bell icon. Today we have a topic with us is called letter of credit. The LC and BG is very famous terms that we use in the debt capital market. So what is letter of credit? Over here there is a dialog box showing some of the details on LC. A letter of credit is a return committee, a return commitment to pay which is issued by the buyers or the importers bank, that is the issuing bank, to the sellers or the exporters bank, that is accepting bank, negotiating pay bank or paying the bank. Okay, this is quite confusing. No issues. We'll break down each and every term so that we get a complete idea what is LC. Now see, it is a letter which guarantees, okay, on time buyer's payment. Buyer means the person who has bought the goods, that is the importer. The buyer's payment to a seller. It is the guarantee on time buyer's payment to a seller and for the correct amount. So if the buyer is unable to complete, that is the importer, if he is unable to complete the payment on purchase, then the bank has to cover the full or remaining amount of the purchase. So an LC from bank provides a guarantee of payment of specified amount in a specified currency in case of the seller meeting precisely defined terms and condition and he submits his documents within the mentioned time frame. Okay, so the required documents include, like, airway bill or bill of lading. Then we have commercial invoices and like certificate of origin. So they play a very important role in the case of the international dealing, since various factors like distance, different laws of different countries that come into play. So for issuing an LC to the seller or the exporter, also known as the beneficiary, the buyer or the applicant either pay the entire amount to the issuing to LC from bank or may negotiate the credit. Now let's see, how does the LC work? Let's understand this. See, it gives security while buying and selling. So for seller's protection, if the buyer is unable to pay, then the issuing to LC from the bank will pay to the seller if the seller is able to meet all the terms mentioned in the letter. Again, for the buyer's protection, if the delivery does not happen, that is, if the seller fails to deliver, let's say over here he's the exporter and this is importer. The LC is given by the importer's bank to the exporter, that is LC. Importers, I'll just write importer's bank, and they give LC to the exporter. Now for importer's protection, what if the exporter does not give the goods on time? See, again over here, for the buyer protection, if the delivery does not happen, then the buyer gets his payment by using the standby LC. So the payment is like a refund. It is like the refund and is a penalty to the company due to its inability to perform. So thus, LC provides security when the buyers and seller are in different countries, and that's how export-import works. Fine. Now we will discuss the 9 types of credit LC. See, there are various types of letter of credit that is issued for international dealings. The first one is DP LC or DA. Okay, what is it? See, it is a type of the LC of credit in which the payment is required to be made on the date of the maturity in accordance with the terms of credit. So the paper of the title to goods are given to the buyer when the documents for the payment are accepted, and the buyer then has to make the payment of the amount on the due date of the maturity of the letter of credit. So this is the type of the letter of credit where the payment is given against the document on presentation. Okay. Second is called letter of credit irrevocable and revocable LC. Now what is this? See, in this type of letter of credit, credit irrevocable, that which can be cancelled, or amendment can be made only with the consent of the beneficiary. So applicant and confirming the LC from the bank. So a revocable LC can be, it can be cancelled, or amendments can be made at any time without giving any prior notice to the beneficiary, and most of the letter of credit are irrevocable in nature. The third is restricted LC. Now, a restricted LC is that one wherein the specific bank is designated to pay or accept or negotiate the LC. So the authorization of the issuing into LC from bank is restricted to a specific bank as nominated. Fourth, letter of credit LC with or without recourse. See, if the beneficiary takes himself to be liable or to the holder of the bill in case of any dishonor, then the letter of credit is considered with recourse. Okay. If the beneficiary does not take himself as liable to the credit, it is known as without recourse. Then it is called, the next is confirmed LC. Now a confirmed LC is the one where the advising bank, at the request of the issuing bank, makes an additional of confirmation that payment will be made, and the confirming bank is liable in the same way as that of the issuing to LC from the bank. So the confirming bank needs to, what we call as, honor the payment if tendered by the beneficiary. 6 is called transferable LC. See, it is a type of the letter of credit which can be transferred by the beneficiary in the whole or part to a second beneficiary, which is usually supplier or to the seller, or the second beneficiary cannot transfer it further to any another beneficiary. The next is called back-to-back LC. Now what is this? See, in this type of letter of credit LC, the second LC is opened by the beneficiary, the name of the second beneficiary, wherein the first LC is kept as the first LC is kept as security for the second one. So this type of letter of credit is generally opened for the suppliers. 8th, standby LC. So this is the type of the LC. It is a letter of credit which is like a performance bond, okay, or guarantee that is issued by the bank in the form of LC, and the beneficiary of this type of LC can ask for claim by providing the required documents as mentioned in the LC document. 9th is called resolving LC. Now here the applicant is allowed to use the LC facility again based on the withdrawals in the payment made against the LC. So this were the 9 types. The 9 types of LC. The next is I'll discuss is the feature. See, this is the formal negotiable, you can say negotiable financial instrument or trade instrument. So the issuing of LC from banks pays the beneficiary or any bank nominated by the beneficiary. So in case where the LC is transferable, then the beneficiary can assign any other bank or the third party or corporate parent the right to withdraw the money on its behalf. So it is used in those situations where the seller is not very willingly or to give the credit to the buyer. Now this is non-negotiable. This is completely non-negotiable instrument, but it can be transferred with the consent of the applicant. And in case of the LC, the international banking system comes into play and then acts as an intermediary between the seller and the buyer, who are the distance apart and unknown to each other. But even though the banking system, they act as a mediator, it does not have any responsibility for the quality of goods, the genuineness of the documents, or other provisions or condition mentioned in the agreement of sale. So the International Chamber of Commerce has given specific guidelines and terms for writing the LC, which are globally accepted and used. So that's it for this particular topic. If you have learned and enjoyed watching this video, please like and comment on this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.